This one's decent, I suppose. Come on, Phineas, pick one and leave.
Alright, hello everybody.
You're easily brainwashed. Glad I found you before the board did.
As you can see, this is good. These are going to be my stats. Low intelligence, high perception, very high luck, very high charisma, very high charm, excuse me, and high temperament. This is what I'm starting out with, because lockpicking, hacking are good starting stats. And also it wouldn't make any sense to start off with science, because I can build up engineering as we go. I boosted up engineering because that'll be noticed why later. And this is what she looks like. This is my character that I'm gonna be messing around with, and that's her name. You can make you can you can see what I did with her name. So there you go. So let's start. This is the Outer Worlds. I don't know if this is going to become a main play. I don't know if this is going to become an actual playthrough, but at least this is good for something for me to do right now. Again, don't know if it's going to become a playthrough or not. May not. Who knows?
Please power down your engines.
Not likely, bootlickers.
Depends on how this is liked.
Initiate skip jump.
I wanted to get this on launch, but I just didn't have the money at the time.
Status: structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 10%.
Shit.
Yow! Sup, feet?
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space.
Phineas, I don't think she's smart enough to figure out how to tie her shoes, let alone understand what's going on.
Have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong?
Oh, great to know.
Yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you.
Oh,
from
great!
so
Pumping my body with weird with weird freaking chemicals. That's always good.
The last of my chemical supplies saving you.
It's almost like in Power Rangers where they mess with somebody's
Have your help securing more if we're to
cellular makeup. Yeah, it's always going to work out well.
Of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've
Sizable
managed to
bounty,
hire
huh?
a smuggler to help
Nice.
you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck.
Whee! Remember the Hope. 60th anniversary of the Hope's disappearance. So does that mean we could all say that that this game kind of lost hope?
Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told
I am. Oh yeah, I am sure nothing bad is gonna happen.
That sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a
I can't wait to meet him.
wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
I'm sure they are. So how are you doing today, Feet? How is your day going today?
Ah, you've landed. Good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
Well...
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Yeah. Kind of is. Kind of a nasty way to go. But you know what? He's probably not freaking gosh dang. He probably didn't feel any pain on the way down. Good. That's good, man. Glad to hear it. Little ducksies. And the sprint. I don't think this dude can walk away. Just kind of pointing that out. No touchy. Whee! Damn this alcohol!
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
So I can literally say this line. I was frozen today! Ow. At least I have health regeneration.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings.
I think you need to work on your little motto there.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's Choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
What are you doing out here?
Investigating an illegally grounded ship. All spacecraft must arrive and depart from authorized landing pads. That's board law, that is. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to
Well,
attract
apologies
marauders.
that the ship did not parallel park.
Entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
That'd be so ironic. Someone grounded their ship. I'll hunt them down for you. That's a good lie. I think lying would be the best option.
Gun, then. Careful. It's worth more to the company than I am. Here, you can.
A gun is worth more than you?
For patching me up and all.
Wow.
All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
The hell? Can you tell me where I am?
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community.
Well, not by hitting my head, but my freaking pod certainly hit somebody else's.
Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna. The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't
yes,
take
it's a
this
fancy
the
new
wrong
drug.
way or
It's just
nothing,
as
but I'm not allowed to
potent
fraternize
as
with Cleo
heroin.
workers. Company policy.
The only reason I did not choose the you're an idiot option is because my character is pretty much an idiot. So it would kind of be kind of ironic that the idiot would say that somebody else is an idiot.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Yeah, sounds like your mic is malfunctioning there, dude. Have you ever heard of Turtle Beach headsets? I think the Turtle Beach would work well for you. Hello. Aha. As anyone has seen me online doing, I've been playing this a lot, and this is the first time I've actually been doing a dumbass character, so I want to have fun with it, because this is the first time I'm doing a dumbass character. And apparently there are a lot of funny and cool lines with the dumbass characters, so I am excited. Okay. Very, very quiet. I'm hunting moron. Oh, here I am. least in this game. Well, the stalking didn't damn work. Damn. I tried the stalking approach and that didn't work. Oh well. Oh yeah, this is another one of these games that have it that the save option, that the save stuff is in another freaking file. You know, takes you out of the menu and shit. So, yeah. Yeah, it's another one of those games. Kind of like Fallout. Fallout did that too. Fallout 4, if I remember correctly. But I haven't played Fallout 4 in a while though. I know Skyrim does that too. There are certain games that have that save menu shit. That has it outside of the main game, so it looks so you have to. So on a stream, the freaking the happy bouncing boxes will show up. Always a good indication when you have the happy bouncing boxes show up at random. Okay, this character has no freaking gosh dang sense of freaking gosh. He has absolutely no freaking gosh dang aim, or I just suck. Both work. Both work very well. Getting a lot of melee. Yeah, pretty much all I've gotten is freaking melee. Yes, I know about armor. Pretty much all I've gotten is freaking melee. Shit. I don't think any of the things I picked actually does anything in melee. Yeah, with how dumb she is, that certainly is a high possibility.
Marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
Let's see, is there any dumb options? Not so far.
Really? How is
he? He'll make it to help him with the pain.
Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater. Just as soon as I cross these marauders off the cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son.
Or you're a freaking coward. Do Spacer's Choice back down the challenge. I guess I have to give you a 0 on your my customer satisfaction survey.
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But Seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what?
See, there you go.
You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Not just laminated, effing laminated. Gotta get that effing in there. Well, technically, I'm not wasting any company ammo. But if you want to give me your company ammo, that'd be fine and dandy. There was one other guy here. Where'd he go? Where'd he freaking fall to? There's three right there. I thought he was over here. Yeah, oh well. No crying over spilled blood. Is there anything else around here? Checking out the ship. Nice, man. Wait a minute. Ooh, what's over here? I never looked over here before. I always rushed to the ship. I never really looked over here. Holy shit. Okay, at my level, I don't think I have any ability to fight them, so I'm just gonna run over here. At the start of the game, I'm like freaking level 2. I don't think I have any ability to fight them. So I'll just go into the ship and try not to freaking make a scene.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no
value. Well, I could try to drag him over there.
Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health.
I don't really know if she's smart enough to just ignore, but it's entirely possible. Yes, I know about skills. I could raise that up. I could raise that up some more. I need to raise this up because I want to raise engineering more, because I can't do it right. The character has to get to level 50 at least in order for you to do anything with that. So I think that's good enough. I think at least a good wide variety of things I'm going to be using. Or at least getting shit that I need to get a little bit higher. For first one, I always try to go for health. I always try to go for health first. Before I forget and get into a fight and I'm dying in 3 seconds. Hello, Amy. Welcome to the stream. How are you? We'll start off here. Nice. Yeah, it's a higher DPS. Sadly, I have no ammo for it.
Intruders are not authorized to access the Unreliable's amenities, including the cargo hold's workbench.
Well, here's the thing about that. It's a strong possibility. I really don't care. I have no whatever. I could do that, repair, but there's not really much to repair because I don't have much. Yeah, it's not true. I could break these down. Here we go. Yeah, break these melee weapons down. Don't have anything for armor. But ain't that just how it goes? There we go.
Please be advised that using the respecification machine will not make you a better person.
Well, you know what? Their AI, we could at least try. The likelihood of it is very slim, but the possibility of it actually working would be is phenomenal.
All doors are on security lockdown. Nice try, Marauder.
Oh shit! I had to take a piss. Damn, hate when that happens. Canned food. That's all this dude has in here? Is canned food?
Smile for my surveillance device, Marauder. I am tracking your every move.
Okay. Cheese!
Marauder, please be informed the ship has no crew for you to murder.
Well, you know what? There's... At least I had to try. I had to try to look. Because you never know when somebody's just sitting here and waiting for you to pounce. I mean, it is a spaceship. And I've seen at least a couple episodes of Star Trek. People can hide in freaking cargo bays.
Unauthorized access of space. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
Such a nice lady, don't you think? Appropriate anything. I don't think she knows that big of a word.
Jetson procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dumb answer. Great, I'm getting shot into space twice in one day.
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Smear on the...
I deduce from the tone of your voice that Captain Hawthorne failed to meet you at the designated location.
Well... He met the escape pod, alright. Head first.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
The dumb answer is just a smile and nod.
Excellent. Welcome back, Captain Hawthorne. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator.
I don't think she knows anything else other than to cooperate at this point. Brains she has not. At least for the most part.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, ma'am, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Aw, there's no freaking dumb option. That sucks. I'm a Starship Safety Inspector.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry.
By the law.
I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with
By
my
the
manager,
law.
report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
I am half tempted to find that freaking clip of freaking Arnold's of freaking of that clip from Judge Dredd of him saying "Luh," and then slip it in there. Slip it into that part. I am very half tempted. Yeah, I don't think I want to touch them right now. I'll do that later. I'll freaking fight them later. I don't think I have any amount of ability to freaking to kill them at this point. With how freaking low I am. Yeah, that was an easy kill. Eh.
Huh? I smell blood!
Got that at least. Why, hello. Got you. For character that does not main melee, I'm getting freaking a ton of shit for melee. I think about my characters that I main melee, I've gotten a lot of guns so far. So at least so far, from what I can see, the game is being consistent. Da-da-dee-dee-doo. Aha! Alpha! I'm the Alpha now! This is my yard now! It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. Ah! Bye-bye. Neat, I got a shovel. I've really never found any use for a shovel in this game, unlike something like Fallout 3, where a shovel could dig up... Not Fallout 3, it was Fallout New Vegas, where you could dig up graves. Yeah, I haven't really found a use for the shovel. It doesn't really dig up graves. Or if it does, I haven't really found the button to do it. More freaking melee weapons. At least I can break them down and get shit from it. At least when I upgrade my my engineering. I know it will increase my science too, but that's fine. At least I will be able to keep my dumb shit that I'm doing. Hopefully.
Whoa, hey.
I'm at least hoping. Because I like the dumbass responses. I want to. I hope there's more. Hope there's a ton more.
Out in those hills. That's Marauder territory, friend. Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
Low prices. I never got your name.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Junior in humor? Like a comedian?
Nah, I ain't that fancy. I just dig holes in the ground and fill them with dead folk.
Oh gosh.
The rate I've been working, I'm bound to earn a promotion. Must be about 50, 60 burials away from associate in humor.
Make a little money while here? I'm looking to make a little money while here.
Like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money.
Oh, goody.
Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Four workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
What? What's so special about him?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad. Yeah?
I also want to ask you... That shape...
You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds.
You're not worried about falling sick?
Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed. Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the one... all my life? Work's been real good to me.
You needed math to say all your life?
Only problem's the paperwork.
I know my character's dumb, but who's the dumb one in this conversation?
Former people, yeah. Marauder's been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards. Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna duck my pay.
Dock your pay for armed assailants to come in and take freaking dead bodies. Wow, hard life he have. Envy you, I don't. Steal, I will. And no, I will not be talking like that throughout the entire stream. Aha. High crime, like anyone's gonna notice. No one's here. It's not like I'm standing up and doing it. All these games are all the same. If you crouch down and steal something, automatically, barely anyone can see it. You could be sitting on a damn chair and be crouched, and you still could just steal something, and no one will give a shit. As long as they're not looking at you. And sometimes, if your skill is high enough, even then, just freaking crouching will do it. At least that's how it was in Skyrim. I've never really done a sneaky character in this game, at least full-fledged sneaking. Heck, with one... I know for one of these playthroughs, I really need to try to get a character to maxed out stats. Because I've never really done that. Because honestly, from what I've seen, I don't really have... I've not really... how do I say this? There's not really enough content like it is in like a Fallout to get something to max. If that makes any sense. There's still a lot of content, just not enough to level you high enough to do that. Again, if that makes any sense. Unless you are completely maining that one thing. That's pretty much like the only exception, is if you main that one specific thing throughout the entire playthrough. Which I may have to at one point. Yeah, what's up, Mac? Or just look at the damn, the trophy list to see, what trophies there are, because a lot of them are hidden. Yeah, a lot of the trophies are hidden. Surprisingly enough, the one trophy that isn't hidden is the one that's just like Don't worry, bro, your secret is safe with me. Yeah, what's up, Brandon? Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at the trophy list for this game because a lot of them are hidden, and I want to check it out. I want to actually check out what the hell these trophies are. This is the Outer Worlds. This is from the same company that made Fallout New Vegas. Not the same team, but the same people that made Fallout. The same company that made Fallout New Vegas. Down, you little rats! Down! 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 Pimp slap the little shit. Pimp slap them all. Yoink, I will take those. Thank you very much. Yay. Da-da-da. Ha-ha. And I didn't have to waste shit. Oh, waste good. Good to have mods, too. Whee! Oh, yep. Ah! Damn. Oh, game over. I broke my legs. Yeah, don't you love the ability that all humans have to just fall down from high heights and not break their... and practically freaking break their legs and then get up afterwards? I mean, I love that ability. Helps me for whenever I want to climb a tree. Nothing here. Nothing here. I know it's over there, so I'll wait for later. Because there's a mission to go over there. I'd rather not try to screw up the mission. But circling around also means I can go over to a area over here that has a weapon. That has a unique weapon. And ignore those enemies. But I should go in there and get my follower. But I'll do that after I get this. Here we go. Now this weapon is not going to be useful to me, but at least I'm going to have it. And that's the good thing. Receive reports. You know, they certainly dealt with him alright. Landing pad cutter. That is the unique weapon, the landing pad cutter. Which is phenomenal for early game melee characters. I've used it quite often in my melee build early on. And heck, even into the later parts of the game. Or at least a little bit, at least halfway. At least halfway in. Then I actually got better shit. But that would be good for like a trophy to put on the ship. Have it in like a freaking gosh dang... Have it in a freaking box somewhere. More freaking health. Damn, this place has better food than the freaking gosh dang ship. Would you look at that? Ooh, a silver tongue mod. Nice. Very, very nice. That is a great mod to have early on in the game. Surprisingly enough, I'm actually getting more mods in this version of the game than I am in my melee run. Surprisingly enough. In we go. Besides CPW, there's going to be other games I'm actually going to be playing this year, and one of them is going to be... Well, two of them are going to be... One's going to be Cyberpunk 2077, whenever that comes out, because I know that just got delayed, and... and Avengers. The Avengers game, which also got delayed. It got delayed till, I believe, May. So both of the games I'm actually looking to play on this channel have been delayed. I certainly know how to pick them. When it comes to games to play on my channel. Until then, I have CPW going, and there's enough freaking free games. There's enough free games that I can scrounge something up if I really wanna, if I'm bored with all the other games that I have. Or I've played enough of them on my channel or something.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
He must be the town boss.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker?
I think you have the wrong person.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Kinda sounds like it. My ship needs repaired.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Frying myself?
Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him.
Damn.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's
sounds like a very shocking experience.
So all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
And you said mostly abandoned.
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
But take kindly losing their power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
My dad told me all about the plans. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
So I can use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Ugh. Apologies. Oh. If you ever heard the mic turn off very suddenly, it's probably me freaking coughing up a damn lung. Or something along those lines, and I don't want you to freaking hear it. I don't really want to get into it, but just safe to say I have acid reflux a little bit. I have a little bit of acid reflux.
Sorry. Can we chat?
And sometimes it'll flare up in the morning.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Miss McDevitt? Gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
Can't leave it like that. Yeah, what were they arguing
Can't say
about?
as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self,
it wasn't me, it was Owen. I wasn't even there.
Out to her.
Hurt them? Were you friends or what?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Can't blame them for leaving. The town has issues. I'm sure the Dirters are fine people, so what?
Life's hard here. Especially for
Yo, what's up, Trev?
So well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it, on account of it being the only clean thing. About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. Their neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all.
Yeah, very possible.
Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Pretty much. There's Victor, okay. Now, before we leave the town, there's a lot of interesting things we can do in town.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
And or get. So, that'll be a good thing to do there.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you around here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all.
There he is.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
I was gonna do the freaking the food joke from SpongeBob. That's that long that's that long line of that long order, but I forgot what the whole shit is. Just
what?
Insert line here.
I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Cut the power.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
by a sawbones.
I see today we'll be conversing without metaphors. I guess the condition is incurable. It's unlikely to be fatal, but she may feel more heartache than most.
Could you maybe stop talking about me like I'm some kind of weird bug?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
Yeah, it kind of depends. So do it.
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
I don't know. Wasn't my turn to watch the the old James man. Is that even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
And why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
What kind of weirdness you all into here?
What? You seem the perfect type to go blindly into the wild on a suicidal quest. I'm looking for a journal, a handwritten book, with the name M. Bokonu on the cover. I'll pay you to find it. I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption. Glad we see eye to eye.
I'll look for the book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Da, 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 da. Now it's kind of an easy one, because it raises them up. That just by necessity. I need to slowly gain freaking engineering up. Which that's gonna be a hard road to do. Yes, companion perks. Have I got any? No? Damn. Okay. Nothing? Alright. So with that part being done... yeah, this game looks really cool. It's really interesting. It's a really interesting game. I don't know. That's a good question.
Got it. Inside voices.
Would be kind of an interesting. Would be interesting if you could go back and forth between third and first person. Always like getting loot.
Something got you down?
Nothing. Just don't want to fall sick.
Okay, there's a decent amount of stuff here I can do, but I just have to remember where everything is when it comes to...
I'm not allowed in here. Not since the vending machine incident.
Holcomb, got my eye on you, girl. Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. Not since that little incident.
What incident?
Ask her if you care. I'm running a business here.
I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
Got a few questions.
Go right ahead.
Is there anything that leads to a dumb answer? That's the only reason I want to check.
That's a peculiar question.
These lead to a dumbass answer.
It's fine and dandy. Couldn't be happier. Wouldn't want to spend my life working anywhere else. Prettiest little town on Terra 2.
Glad you're so optimistic.
I have every reason to be. I caught a real break working in a place like this. I don't get paid for banter. Was there something you needed? Go right ahead. Plague? I don't know anything about a plague. We are the very picture of hot-blooded physical vigor. You have got the wrong idea about me. I've got nothing that needs hiding. Some of us who get sick are liable to exaggerate the conditions of that sickness. But the fact is, if you work hard, you have got no cause to worry.
I don't know. I think the graves on the outside of the frickin' town kind of proves that wrong.
Spend enough time in the Spacer's Choice family, and you will come to understand. Medical treatment is commensurate with our value to society. Spacer's Choice will dispense medicine for the indispensable worker. Natural selection at work.
And if you don't work hard enough?
Then the hand of medical science will not grace you with its touch, and you must recover on the virtue of your own grit. Listen, you mind if we talk about something else? Rambling about company policy gets me feeling all lightheaded.
I'm sure it does.
Music to my ears.
So all this stuff. So all that junk. I always sold this stuff too because I've never really had a purpose for it. I always did that in Fallout too. I always sold all the extra stuff and kept at least some of the medicine. I always sold all the drugs and then kept the stem packs. I don't know, that kind of thing kind of is just carried over to this. You don't really need any of those sorts. There we go.
It's not the best choice. It's
Spacer's choice.
Music to my ear.
Anything? Yeah, Maxwell. I have not seen that before. But also, I've never really checked his frickin' stuff. Interesting. Okay.
Another day at the cannery.
If I remember correctly, I think there's stuff back here. Dangerous letter. Oh, damaged letter, excuse me.
Keep your distance, Fred. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
The sick house. So is this like the house of ill repute? If that's the case, I know this dumbass would probably try to find a wife here. Or husband. Really? You're killing the little sprat things?
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Please
Conrad.
don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene.
Oh gosh, an
recapitulates
OCD
moral
person.
hygiene.
He's OCD.
Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Dumb. Listening to you makes my brain hurt, makes my head hurt.
This is what happens when you eat with your fingers. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality. It's what a barber does. We make you presentable.
Speaking of burial.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
Okay, I don't understand a word you just said.
I mean that I can't possibly pay my gravesite fees. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch. Thank you, no. I despise the cereals. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction.
with my apologies.
Hang on, medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment.
By the grace of the law!
Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
You read the latest...
I don't know you.
I'm one the dumbass.
Amelia Kim, Spacer's Choice Beverage Dispenser.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here.
Charm. What a fine establishment it is.
You really think so? That's kind of you. I've been trying to keep the floors clean. You got no idea how long it takes to scrub the tiles. Guess I misreckoned you. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to be curt. We just got some problems lately. I can get you a drink if you'd like. Gotta ask you to enjoy your beverage within the premises, though. Can't risk you bringing a drink over to those deserters. You understand. Coming right up.
I don't really want to spend anything on booze. Could. I don't really want to. It's a cannery worker. I think if I remember correctly, all these guys are cannery workers. Oh, there's a couple residents in here. At least nobody to talk to. Come on in here. I'll close the door.
Got it. Heads down.
Here we go. Because closing the door automatically means nobody is suspicious about what the hell you're doing. Sounds logical. Nothing really here. Nobody really up here? Okay. Grab that. Here. There is stuff over this way. Close the door. So no one's after me. Haha. Freaking music box. Okay. Good enough. Okay. Went there.
Nothing for us.
I'm trying to remember everywhere. I'm trying to remember all the places. I know there's stuff there. And there's these wanted guys.
Been eating nothing but saltines.
I've never actually been in here. Seemed scary from the outside.
Yes, it certainly does seem scary. Hold on just a minute. You are going to be seeing the happy bouncing boxes and possible audio change. And possible audio change here. So be wary of that. What's up?
What's going on, man?
Nothing much. How are you?
I'm alright, man. Just trying to find some games to play, man.
Yeah, that's the hard part, is always finding games to play.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing a promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free. As a Spacer's Choice Constable, I am authorized to grant you legal authority toward apprehending wanted criminals. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller. As long as your questions fall. If this is a setup to a joke, you should know I've never found anything amusing in my life. I don't serve Edgewater. Edgewater and the entire region of Emerald Dale serve Spacer's Choice.
Yeah, it's I guess I just gotta play a game and just be
Talk like that comes
consistent on
close
playing
to
it. 'Cause
sedition.
a lot of times I start playing a game, it's like I lose interest or stop playing it for whatever reason.
Spacer's Choice is a wholly owned subsidiary of
Sometimes
Universal
I
Defense Logistics,
find myself
which
more
occupies
so
a seat on the House
playing
Yacht
games
Holdings
for
Corporation.
relaxation and to chill out,
Also
you know
known
what I'm
as the
saying?
board.
But I just
Must
need to
admit it
really get
bothers me
into
that you
video
don't already
games like
know
I
this.
used to.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why I spend a lot of time on The Sims, because it just consists of me chilling out and, you know, relaxing.
Flattery won't get you anywhere with me. The bureaucracy is a
Versus, you know,
noble
other
profession,
games,
but
you know,
not all of
kind
us are
of
gifted enough to serve in
get
it.
you involved and get your, you know, attention.
Something to report?
Yeah, and I do know that on PlayStation Store, some games are under $20 now.
Yeah. Yeah.
friend of mine died a couple weeks back. Still ain't past it.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been over there. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring
So what
chicken.
comic books you been reading lately, man, or
Abernathy.
been keeping up with?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pest.
Honestly, I haven't really been keeping up with any comic books because I don't really have a good comic book store around here to get comics. I mostly just find whatever information freaking on YouTube.
Oh, okay. So what's up with Peter Parker, man? Is he still dead, or is he back alive, or?
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, because I know Doc Ock had took over his body or whatever, and somehow he died, and I know Miles Morales was the Spider-Man for a while, so it's now Miles Morales and Peter Parker?
Mm-hmm. Now there's two. Miles and Peter.
Cool. That's good. Yeah, I like Peter. I like Peter a lot, man. He was
What? No. I mean,
he was the original Spider-Man. I mean, how can't you can't not like him, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but what about Agent Venom? Is he still dead?
That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
I do not know. I think he is.
I'm dying. I'm not long for this world.
I think he is. I'm not sure. I think Brock may be Agent Venom
I
now.
shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's ever told me that. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see your way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help. Oh, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean nothing by it. Wasn't trying to insult you. Was just you ain't one of us. A spacer, I mean. Stands to reason you got no company looking after you. Not your fault, though. Even freelancers gotta eat. And if that means they must scratch some bits out of odd jobs, who am I to judge them? At least you're not a deserter. Couple hours out of your day and some light second story
Yo,
work.
what's up, Beetle?
That's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway.
How you there, bro?
I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me. You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Lord, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it. Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives. I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up.
Nice, that's what's up.
Could have gone to see the good vicar, but he never did find my courage.
Nice, glad you were having a good day at work.
Excuse me, I'm Esther Blaine. Spacer's Choice.
I'm doing good, bro.
I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead. I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do. Alright, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you. Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons. That's all I can ask of you.
You, my lady, I hope you do not turn out to be anything like the railroad from Fallout 4.
Fallout 4 was good though, huh?
Mm-hmm.
This is where the magic happens.
Yeah, a lot of people still playing.
Yeah. Honestly, I would still be playing it. I'd still be playing it, but the but for whatever reason, the space for the Creation Club stuff, I don't have enough to. It always fills up too much, and when you download a lot of the Creation Club stuff, to get rid of any, you have to leave it. You have to leave it and then come back. You have to uninstall and then reinstall the game. And surprisingly enough, with the Creation Club stuff for Skyrim, I never have a problem. So I've just migrated to Skyrim instead of Fallout 4. Yes, that is Trav you hear there, Beetle. Yo, sup, PPF? Yeah, I would still be playing Fallout 4 as Fallout 4, but
hey, what's going on, Beetle?
It's a little out of my hands.
So pretty much, if you had enough space, you'd still be playing.
Yeah, if I had enough space anywhere on like a hard drive to do it, I'd still be playing it.
Yeah.
Well, science. But it still happens here. Hey, that's... I mean, if you need it, okay.
That... I'm good, PPF. I'm doing good, relaxing on this enjoyable Sunday.
Okay, going quiet.
Anything up here?
If you're hungry, I could open up a can of something. My dad's... It's an office. Just my office. Nice.
Oops. There we go.
Oh, you like flowers? I can't find many kinds around here.
Thank you very much, PPF.
If you need to go, I'll wait outside.
I have the itching and the urge to do what I did last year, which is overdo it and do a show every week. But I need to continue to remind myself that I'm trying to cut back and give myself time to do other things in life.
Almost lost a finger in the cannery today.
Nothing I can do about it.
It's good. I'm liking this game. It's it's good. It definitely is not Fallout New Vegas in space. Because this one doesn't have lag problems like New Vegas does. But yeah, this is a good game. It's not a game. It's not a game that I would play as much as I did, or as much as I would with freaking like Skyrim or Fallout, but it's good. It's good to play. Especially it's really good for me because I got it when it was like 40. I think it was like less than $45. It's like 44 bucks and change or something like that. For like Black Friday and shit. Which honestly made me a little bit happier about the purchase.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you to.
Nice, that's what's up, PPF. Oh, nice. $12 is not bad. Not bad at all.
Another day at the camp.
Anything else in town? Trying to remember. I don't remember if there's any other buildings in town. Doesn't seem like it. I don't know about that. If you're talking about The Division, I don't know. I don't know if I would be good at The Division. When it comes to this game, it's a standard Fallout-like game. It's easy. It's easy for me to slip in to the game. Tell all that shit. Yeah, kinda. I've done both though. Mass Effect is normally third person. Has like the third person camera view. Yeah, nothing really I want. It's Spacer's choice. And it's Spacer's choice.
Damn it, man. I'm bored as hell.
Hmm?
No, I'm trying to find something to do, but
Not finding a game you want to play?
well, I'll probably end up playing I'm gonna try to, because I got both the Watch Dogs and I know the third one's coming out, so I'm gonna try to get those done before the third one comes out.
Yeah.
Which I think, to me, in my opinion, I think Watch Dogs was an underrated game. You know, I mean, that's how I feel. I don't know how anybody else feels about it.
Yeah, I've heard mixed stuff about the Watch Dog games. But I can't really comment because I've never really played them.
I mean, it's an open world like Grand Theft Auto, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Choice. Is Watch Dogs 3 supposed to come out this year?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. It's interesting. It would be interesting to see if it got delayed. There's a few games that have gotten delayed so far. I know Cyberpunk just got delayed again. I think that's like
good.
the third time it's gotten delayed.
Well, at least they're trying to make sure the product is legit before they put it out.
Yeah. I mean, if it makes the game better, that's perfect.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Yeah, same PPF. I can't wait for Cyberpunk as well.
Foreman Granger.
I just can't give the first person, man. I don't know why. I just don't keep my attention.
Or thank you.
I prefer third-person shooters over first person.
Shit. Silas still on about that.
I just like seeing my
Here, take the fees.
I mean, it's just me.
You didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
Right. You want to actually see the character that you worked hard making.
Yeah.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite.
I mean,
instead of looking at their hand most of the time.
We live life in first person anyway, so I mean, why be able to play it? You know what I mean?
I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my... Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist.
That's why I like Mass Effect, because you can actually see your character in the third person is...
Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most
is really well done.
Yep.
Not half as awful as the bill Eugene left us with. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism. I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice. Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law.
Yeah, I've heard of the
All
Division 2.
Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees.
But
which means he was approved for burial.
It doesn't.
His papers went through,
at least for me, it doesn't really
clear.
seem like something I'd enjoy.
I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
I'm actually really happy and really excited that the rumor is going around that there's gonna be another Mass Effect.
I heard they were supposed to do a remake of the first one.
For me.
Oh, it's gonna be a remake of the first one?
That's what I seen on Facebook. I don't know if that's true news, but
it's possible.
Seen the article. Did you like the first one?
Oh, of Mass Effect?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played it. I played it. They released it on PS3 during the tail end of the PS3 era, and I was enjoying it. But then I just got real busy, and I just never got around to finishing it all that much. But it'd be cool if they remake the first one. The sad thing is, if they remake the second one, there's at least one character that they probably are gonna have to maybe kind of skip over. Even though he's a real cool character.
Yeah.
Which is I believe his name was Zahid Masani. I probably completely butchered that. Yeah, he's gonna have to. That character's gonna at least have to be passed over a little bit. Because sadly, the actor that played him is no longer with us.
Oh, okay.
That is T.O. Travis Oliver from T.O.'s gaming channel. A good friend of mine that makes plenty of great cars.
Who was that, PF?
Yeah, PPF.
Hey, tell him I said, what up, man? What's going on?
He said,
yeah.
Trav says, what up, PPF?
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and
yeah, I just need to get into a game, man. Cause games I've been really into lately has been like games where you can like you know, you can like craft your own weapons,
best to ask her
make your own
yourself.
characters and make your own base and stuff.
My dad's buried here.
You know,
Silas
games like
watches over him
Fallout
when
and Conan and
when I can't leave.
I got Ark, but I haven't played it yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Something I can do for you?
Honestly, there should be more of those type of games.
I like for them to have like a zombie like third-person game like that. That's kind of like State of Decay, but better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant.
State of Decay got the potential to be a great game, man, but
find some dirt on it.
I guess due to like financial reasons, they can't really make it the way they want it. But I feel like if you can like customize your character and play with other people online, and y'all get together, like survive the zombie apocalypse by like, you know, crafting and building stuff, and that make a great game.
Yeah. But the sad thing is about the zombie game genre is that it's so oversaturated.
Yeah. I think everybody's probably tired of it by now.
Yeah. At least at this point, I think if the zombies genre of games were to go away for a little bit and then come back, I think they would be better off. I think so far right now, The Last of Us is kind of like the only one that can at least get away with the zombie genre because it's kind of different. Because it's a different type of zombie.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor? I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene. Go ahead. Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started.
For me, I've never really been that interested in horror.
It's just, it'll be fun to play with a group of people. Y'all come together, man. Y'all survive off of
6 workers in as many months.
Teaming up.
I wouldn't call them good workers,
you know,
mind
working
you.
together and stuff.
If they were any good,
kind of like
they'd have been
idea,
treated.
Man.
Yeah.
Still, it is a shame.
What a huge open world.
Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting.
Yeah, that would be really
nexus
fun.
Of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching. Whatever it may be, I have developed my own palliative. Boiled canid liver and a splash of ethanol. Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us. so we treat the best among us. Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours.
Death Stranding.
Yeah, that's the new game. You know the guy that Maritas that plays in The Walking Dead.
Have your rations yet?
I don't really watch. I don't watch The Walking Dead.
Oh yeah, well, Norman Reedus is on the cover of it, and that's a new what's the maker of Metal Gear?
Yeah, his name's on the tip of my tongue.
Is it Kojima? Or...
Yeah, Kojima. Oh yeah, that's his. That's that game.
Yeah,
I've been hearing some good things about it.
Yeah, I got it. My girlfriend actually bought it for me. I started playing it during the Christmas holiday. Didn't get back into it, but I'm gonna jump back on that too.
All right, later, PPF. Have a good day, man.
But hey, Oz, I'm gonna stay on the game. I just gotta do some stuff around the house right quick, but I'm gonna be right back. So,
all right,
please keep the room alive.
Will do.
When I was little, we'd get freighters every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
Aww.
It is indeed, and I will thank you to hand it here. You got some quick eyes, what with detecting my carefully hidden cache. Resistance could use your talents.
Resistance?
The war. The coming apocalypse. Man versus machine. I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies. Oh, they mean to. Just you wait. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over.
If you're talking about that barber, yeah, he kind of did.
Clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing shoulder to shoulder with the resistance? You can gird yourself in the armor of righteousness, soldier.
The dumb response is her believing every word he says. Oh, that's great.
A scout, prowling around the junkyard just
that's
behind our
great.
beloved town.
Oh, the NPC I'm talking to? Yeah, if you add a few years. If you add a few freaking years onto his freaking onto him.
Mechanicals got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is the blue glowy square thing. I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
It's like, yes, he did. He's heard the calling.
A stroke of inspiration from the law itself.
Old
Yeah,
man
I've been
Randall
saving up a couple of bits for just such a project. Go on.
I mean, he certainly is hearing voices in his head.
I'm Ludwig Miller, Associate Security Officer for Transportation. Officially, unofficially, strictly between you and me, I am the only thing standing between Edgewater and total annihilation. You ever seen the way a mechanical just stands there? Just looking at you, scanning you with its murderous oculars. Mechanicals have been programmed to eliminate the human race. They've been programmed to replace
Please tell me
us.
there's another dumb option.
First, they will rob us of our jobs.
Please tell me there is another dumb option
our
here.
livelihoods, they will take away our very lives.
Damn. I wanted more dumb options. If the makers of this game are watching this, please give us more dumb options. The dumb options are great fun. At least so far from what I've seen. I really hope there's more. Hey, you just go on your little route there, dude. Aw. Stealing money from a crazy old man. There we go. No, this is from Obsidian. This is from the makers of New Vegas. But it's not the same team that made New Vegas. It's not the same team. But a lot of people sadly compared it to New Vegas and said it was New Vegas in space and yeah, some people got their hopes up. Got their hopes too high. Yeah, it is. It's fun. Like I said, if you ever find it at like a discount, it's definitely a game to quickly pick up. Because it'll be worth it. And depending on how much time you have to play games, will depend on how much time you will spend, or how long it's going to take you to beat the game. Because there's a lot of stuff to do. There's a ton of stuff to do in the game.
What can I do for you? Go. Edgewater has been.
Heard this.
As the good vicar says, work fortifies the spirit of a man. If you want to feel exhausted, try not having any work.
Plague. What are the symptoms? Blah blah blah. Sounds just this. Yeah, Yeah, possible.
What can I do for you?
Can't really say. I think it's its own universe.
You know about Eugene? How? Were you snooping around in my things? Or was it just dumb luck? Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
Already, I'm already looking and seeing. I want more dumb options, please.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically?
The children's grandchildren.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees. I'm sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU. Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life.
That's horrible.
It's a miracle of bureaucracy. If Eugene's death were filed as a suicide, we'd all pay the price for his crime. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
All right.
Fancy threads. That some kind of hibernation? You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer.
Paperwork all done.
That's gonna take some getting used to. And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another. Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy.
He was convinced you knew.
What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see? Yeah? The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the Aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing, far as rumors go. Is there a reason you asking? Hope's just a rumor, friend. Ancient rumor at that. Maybe you've been out in the sun too long. Why don't you head over to the cantina? Get yourself some zero-G brew. It's a brew that's good for what ails you. Look, I don't know what's got you caterwauling about Hope this and Colony that, but you need to stop, or there's gonna be trouble. Trouble's in the asking. Or don't much care for folk running their mouths, spreading hoaxes and the like. Frankly, neither do I. Something I can do for you? Yeah? What about him? Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead. Let me know if you find anything. Yeah?
Die, robots. Yeah, that'll do that. That was really close. And if I find robots, should switch to a plasma gun. There we go.
You got him.
All this. This, this. Get him on here.
Okay, keep him quiet.
Ooh, another plasma gun. Nice. More ammunition. Get that. Really help anything else. Yeah, talking to go back to that dude. Going back to the crazy man.
Bring us honor, soldier. You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. In fact, I think the time's coming to unwrap that package you delivered me, which, unbeknownst to you, housed a mighty weapon. Feast your eyes, soldier. This here's a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
Sounds like fun.
Fun? This ain't some quarterly performance review, soldier. Ours is a grave and sacred duty. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
You want me to go undercover as a...
You got pluck, kid. But no, can't risk having you go native. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
Seems simple enough.
If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory. Go on.
There. That's right there. That's all over the place. That's over there. It's a little bit farther. Should do this first. There we go. Well, I'm gonna save up. And I believe that should be where we end for today. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to continue on as a series. If I do more of this, playing this, I may switch between characters. So it's not going to be a playthrough. It's just when I play this, it's just going to be me just sitting here messing around. So with that being said, I'm going to get 20. Remember to keep a stat pack handy. And as always, ad Victorium. This stream is